Hey ladies, gents who are watching. I am outside today in hopes that Leo will occupy himself, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, thank you. Ball, yes. Go bounce. So today I'm gonna do 90s inspired makeup. I'm gonna hope for the best that I'll be able to get through this as quick as possible. But I don't know if Leo is going to give me the time of day to do that. Hi, Eilish. So if you were brought up in the 90s, you know that chokers were a big thing. No, come out. Come down. One second. Hey, no. Here, Mommy will bring this. All right. Holy moly. Sorry, ladies. Hey, Brittany. Okay. Normally I start with my eyes. Today I'm going to start with coverage just because I want to get that part over with. Hi, Kelly. So if you guys remember, chokers were really big in the 90s, and big hoop earrings and unruly straight hair like this. And roots. Roots were a big thing in the 90s too. So I'm just all over 90s this morning. Okay. So normally you've seen me do coverage with foundation and concealer. Today I'm going to do it with bronzer and concealer. So bronzing lotion. We have 3 different shades of bronzing lotions. So this is the lightest shade we have. This is called Sunset. And it smells delicious. And it's super creamy. And I put way too much on my hand. That is way too much. I probably shouldn't have even put it on my hand. Let's try to get some of this back in the bottle. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's going back in the bottle. Amazing. Okay. I'm going to use my foundation brush for this. Just kind of like that on my face. All right. Put on my foundation brush. I'm going to take my concealer. Just going to put like the lightest dabs of life into it. Okay, and this is going to give me the coverage with a sun-kissed glow, and my skin is going to smell so amazeballs. And I can't see that well. I'm like a weird angle. I gotta go this way. This stuff smells great. This is a great alternative to use when you're going outside in the summertime instead of using foundation, because this is a lotion, so this is going to sink into your skin, giving you some moisturizer as well as a sun-kissed look with some coverage. Okay, let's see. I have to use my mirror here. You can use your fingers to rub it in. I'm using a foundation brush just because I don't have wipes accessible to me at this moment. All right. And then you can just go in with a blending bud to add more concealer to those bags. The mom struggle is real, ladies. It is so real. Just taking a blending bud, it's so much easier to do it this way. I'm on like an awkward angle. Thank goodness it's sunny out today. I am planning on getting a little bit of a tan because the tan that I had 2 weeks ago wore off because it has been raining for the past week. Mother Nature is completely in a mood and can't decide what she's doing. Parts of the world she's snowing, parts of the world she's hurricaning. It's like, dude, like, are you going through menopause right now? Because the world would like you to stop. Okay, how is everyone this morning? How is everyone? Okay, I'm going to use my cream shadow. I'm going to start with doing my eyes next. Start with my eyes. Okay, I'm going to use, you know it, my Victorious cream shadow to place on my lids. So in the 90s, it was a lot of nude colors, and they more focused on the lips than they did the eyes. So what we're gonna do, if you remember how the 90s were, you will remember that with lips, they used to line the lips and then with like a dark color and then put a softer color inside. We're gonna do that today. We're going all Brenda Walsh today, everyone. All right, I'm gonna take my palette one, I'm gonna take my crease brush, and I'm gonna take chipper. I'm just gonna dab it in the crease there. So 90s, the makeup is pretty easy for 90s. You can get away with just neutral tones. And palette one is great for that. Leo went back in the house. He is playing right now. I'm telling you, he is so rambunctious. I did not have this problem with Charlie and Ronan, and they are close in age and kind of toddlers together, and I didn't go through the wackiness that I go through with Leo. Like, Leo literally is the third child nightmare. I don't know what it is. I just don't get that. All right. So now I'm going to take a little bit of Heartbroken mineral pigment. So I don't know if any of you noticed, but a lot of the women back in the 90s, like if you go look at Jennifer Aniston, it's a good comparison, or Courtney Cox, you always know they have like a hint, just a little hint of like a rustic-y color in their eyes. We're going to do that too. So I'm just going to kind of dab it just in the middle there with a shader brush. The other side too. My neighbors are outside. They're going to start thinking that I talk to myself. I guess that's okay. So far, so good. It's not too crazy or drastic. What do you ladies think so far? Pretty, like, easy, right? Like, not crazy. Okay. So just gonna let that sit there for a minute. I'm gonna work on my brows. And this is where palette 4 comes in. Palette 4 is not my particular favorite. I know tons of people who love this palette. I am not one of them. I just don't think it suits me. So I try to just use these colors for my eyebrows. So when I don't want to use the actual shadow palette, let's see here. I'm going to take the brow brush and I'm just going to put a little bit of Brave. Go in there. So the 90s were about eyebrows, and I still have yet to master that makeup, not trick, what's that? The makeup skill of being able to do my brows. It's gonna take me years. I'm gonna be like 80 by the time I master how to do a bloody brow. So I'm just taking the color Brave and brushing it up into my eyebrows. I don't want it too crazy. One side is always better than the other. That's another thing I need to work on. Okay. Woo! It's like the shadow doesn't want to stay where the top of my brows are. Oh, Lord. Okay. So there we go. The brows. Just going to add a little bit of... I really need to, like, wash these brushes. I'm going to put a little bit of Tender, which is like this soft highlight color. Just put it at the top here. Okay. I'm actually not going to do a wink eye today Thank you, Danielle, for sharing the video. All right, so I'm gonna do my mascara now. I'm feeling kind of 90s today. I'm gonna play some 90s music after. Not late 90s. This is more like early to mid. This is like Ace of Base, Nirvana, 90210, Melrose Place kind of look. Even when Friends started, they had this kind of look. Okay. Pretty crazy, right? Did you see my, like, look at my eyelashes. 90s, I'm like almost 90s ready. Everyone's so quiet. I see all of you coming on. Thank you so much. What are you ladies up to today? Anyone gonna go and enjoy this weather out there? Oh my God, outside is so beautiful. My backyard is kind of like a rainforest. It's got nothing but animals back here. Every type of bird you can think of. The other day, like a hawk swooped down, and it actually freaked me out because I've seen the hawk swoop down, grab the squirrels. I've seen a hawk swoop down and grab a kitten. Like, they're vicious. Oh, boo. You're in Calgary, right, Brittany? Okay. Let's see how this looks. Yep, I'm just gonna fix that up there. It was cold all weekend, and it's been cold at nighttime, but today is warm so far, and I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna put a little bit of black liner in Perfect on my waterline. Okay, so the eye portion is done. Just feel like I've missed spots. All right, we're gonna get to those cheeks. I have all these age spots because I'm getting older. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use a bronzer powder. This beautiful thing here, because I noticed that like in the 90s, blush, I didn't see like a lot of girls wearing blush. They just had a bit of, you know, color here, but it wasn't really anything too crazy. So I'm just gonna take a bit of bronzer. Ugh. Okay, I just dropped that. We'll get that out there. I'm just gonna kind of use the bronzer to kind of give my cheeks a speck of color. I'll just bring it up here too. Okay, like I totally like threw this on the ground. I like threw my palette on the ground. Hi, Brandy. Okay. Now we're gonna work on the lip. Right, ladies? Are you ready to have a throwback to what we all used to do as teenagers back in the 90s with our lips? I used to do this. And I remember it was MAC liner I used to do this with, well, it's really purple, but we'll go with it. And I used to have like the nudist lipstick, and us girls would just sit in the bathroom and we would do this, and we thought it was the coolest thing. So this is pompous. I gotta like sharpen up on my liner skills. Well, Danica, you were in the Spice Girl pop era, so you were really young when all this stuff was popular. In 1995, I was 12, and this was like the thing to do. So I'm taking another lip liner and going on the inside. This is pretty insane, right, ladies? Pretty insane. And any of us who grew up like in high school in this era, this is what we did. It's I don't know. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm going to reline that. So this is what would happen. We'd put the lipstick on. The liner would semi-disappear, and then we would spend more time trying to reapply the liner. I'm gonna keep doing that, and it's gonna keep, okay. Look at that. Oh, wow. And then we just top it off with a gloss. Hi, Sandy. It really just got lost in the mix there. But there is my 90s look today, ladies. Throwback to being a teenager. This is sort of what I look like until I had to go home. And then I would wash it all off because my dad was so against wearing makeup. Even though he worked for the body shop in the factories. And he would bring home makeup for my mom, who does not wear makeup ever. So I would just bring it to school and use it. So there we go, ladies. There is my, I'm like reading all your comments and just kind of going back there. Hi, Payal. Yeah. So I know so many of you have been excited for my 80s look, but I'm saving that one for last just because it's in such a high demand right now. So I'm just trying to get some of these other eras out of the way. So tomorrow will be 80s. Today is the 90s. I hope you ladies enjoyed my quirky 90s routine. This is coming back though. Like if you guys have gone to the stores lately, all of the fashions we wore as teenagers are out. Like the neon and the florals and the Blossom hats. And do you guys remember Blossom? Yeah. If you don't remember Blossom, then you were either way too old to remember Blossom or you're way too young. But if you were born in the 80s, you knew who Blossom was. She was like the thing. Right? Very 90210. Thanks, Bayal. Thanks, Kelly. All right, so I'm going to go. I'm going to take some photos. I'm going to be putting together a collage of all the looks that I've done this week for the different eras. We're going to do 80s, from 50s to the 90s, which I think is super fun. And if there is a look that you ladies think would be fun for me to try for you, send it through my inbox and I'll take a look. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk later. Have a wonderful day.